Hello everyone. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. I just woke up. Not a weird like, dream sequence. It's really rich. Yeah. I think I some things last night. And I woke up and I still think of the same things. And so I just had to write down my thought pattern. And so I'm gonna read it out to you guys. But before I get started, I would urge you all to please please hear the whole thing before you make a judgment or a comment about it, because this is really not aimed at anyone. I have to clarify that, because I pretty much had a conversation with a very good friend of mine whom I look up to in the law before, and that sort of made me think and reflect back on my life, just in the situations that I'd had in that conversation. And then it made me look back on my life, and then I started to think, not really think, but just started to be like, well, this is what I think in regards to it all. So if you're watching this, the friend that I was talking to before, this is not aimed at you. This is not aimed at any of the people that I've talked to in my life within this, within that given sequence. This is just my perspective on that sort of stuff. So anyway, 2 minutes and I'll have to get into it already. Yeah. A lot of people these days say that you haven't been through what I've been through. So how do you know it? How do you know what I've been through? How do you know pain? Sort of thing. What we go through in life is never a competition. Just because a person goes through something, we can't determine as to what extent that something will affect them or what they have been through in the past for it to affect them in this way. Generally speaking though, those that go through the most generally have their life on track. They learn through hardships to prioritize their being themselves. Yeah, that's like the last thing really learned. The people who go through the most, I don't really think there is any such thing. So, I'm giving you a bit of an opposing idea, but it's the same sort of concept. So the people who go through the most, I don't really think there is any such thing, as you all go through and suffer from hardships which are relevant to ourselves at that point in time, which may seem overwhelming, but if you push through, you come more into yourself like it's nothing from something. So I said in the last paragraph, generally speaking, those that go through the most generally have their life on track. They learn through hardships to prioritize their being themselves. And I said this, that I don't really think there is anyone who goes through the most. What I'm trying to say there is that we all go through what we need to go through, which pushes us as an individual as we are, in order to come into our highest at the time or later down the track. That's what I meant by these two paragraphs. I don't want to bore you, so I'll just read the last bit of the first paragraph and then the second paragraph, and then I'm okay. So generally speaking, those that go through the most generally have their life on track. They learn through hardships to prioritize their being themselves. Okay? So this applies to everybody. The people who are going through the most, I don't really think that there is any such thing, as we all go through hardships which are relevant to ourselves at that point in time, which may seem overwhelming, but if you push through, you come more into yourself like it's nothing or something. That's the second one. So I'll repeat that 3 times. Okay, moving on. A person with a lot of pain is generally the most humble too. This goes for just about, if not everyone these days. It is through this that we get a sense of something more to strive towards. You should never compare your moment of pain through to another person's, for we have all had different experiences, we all have different mindsets and ways of looking at life, and so we all react differently to each situation. Life is never about what you go through, or rather what you learn from it, and choose it to be for you. This is in no way aimed at anyone in particular, as people have made these comments throughout my life without really being me. And it's not even aimed at them, it's just aimed at us all, because we all sort of do this, we've all been through pain and all this stuff. This is a video for everybody. Personally, I don't think you could live through my life just as much as you think I cannot live through yours, because we are too different to being alike in which we are being ourselves. The irony being is that is how and where we are alike. You should never compare or think or dwell on that you have had it rougher than most, even if you feel and believe that with all conviction, as it is all that you see or come to see. All this will do is, instead of moving you with the world, you will feel a bitterness towards it, a pain, and through pain is a denial. And so instead of moving with it and seeing it for the beauty that it is and accepting it, you only find yourself in misery, denial. This is not healthy in itself, no matter where you come from, what you have been through, or whom you are in general. You being happy is what matters, and through that is health. So just be you for who you are, and love yourself as is. That is all life comes down to. Smiley face. Yeah. So that's just a vid for everybody. It's not aimed at anyone. So I'm not going to make that too long. So yeah, I'm going to keep it under 7 minutes. Alright, as always, much love, much light, namaste, and yeah, blessings.